My beauties and beasts. Sorry, I'm gonna skip the theme song today, but I just didn't feel like doing it. So today we're gonna be talking about mental illness. Now, I suffer from a variety of mental illness, so I'm just one big ball of mental illness. So let's get into it. So I have PTSD, depression, unrelated anxiety, and OCD. So I'm going to talk about a little bit of each of these. I have PTSD because of things, and if you don't know what PTSD is, it's post-traumatic stress disorder, and it's because I have a lot of traumatic things happen to me in the past, and I'd rather address that in a whole separate video. And I will do separate videos for each, and also do mental health updates. But here it goes. I have depression, and some days it can be really, really bad, and I'm very good at hiding it, so a lot of my friends, when I tell them I have depression, they're really surprised to hear that, because I don't seem like somebody who would have depression, stereotypically or whatever, but I do. I have anxiety. It usually is caused by social situations. Sometimes it isn't, but most of the time it is. Sometimes it just spouts up out of no reason, no cause. It's kind of very stressful to have anxiety, especially in relationships with others, like friendships and crushes and family, and it's very, very stressful. And now finally to my OCD, and this is just an overview, by the way, if you didn't catch that. It's an overview. My OCD. So I have, the way my OCD works is I'm more on the compulsive side. So I have to have things a certain way, and if you can see my room right now, it's not exactly clean. Mine doesn't necessarily have to do with cleanliness, but it has to do with things being a certain way. Like my handwriting has to be a certain way. It has to be certain spaces, you know, online paper has to be certain spaces away from, like, each other, and things like that. Now, before I tell you any more, I want you to know that all of these things that I'm dealing with have been professionally diagnosed by psychiatrists and psychologists. So I'm not just saying, oh yeah, I totally have OCD. No, like literally, I have OCD, I have depression, I have anxiety, I have PTSD. These are actually things that I actually have to deal with. Yeah. And so I've been recently I've been on 2 other antidepressants, and those have been changed because they just weren't working with me very well. And so now I'm on, so the other 2 I was on was citalopram and Wellbutrin. And for the citalopram, I had a really bad reaction to it. I ended up in the hospital for a day. It was not pleasant, clearly, yeah. And for the Wellbutrin, it just didn't feel like it was working for me. And between the time that I got my new med and the time I stopped my Wellbutrin, it was like 2 months, and I wasn't functioning well, like a normal human being in society. I would sleep 14-hour days, or I wouldn't sleep at all. My body is more like an all or nothing kind of thing. Like, so I'm either like sleeping 14 hours or sleeping 4, or eating a lot or eating not at all. I'm a lot like that, and it was bad, and it was terrible. And now I've been prescribed Zoloft, which is, yeah, I haven't been on it, but apparently it's supposed to help with my OCD. It's prescribed in young people suffering from OCD, and it usually helps. It also helps with anxiety and depression, which all 3 of those things are something I deal with. So I think that's good for me, clearly. So yeah, that was my brief overview of my mental health. Yeah, hope you don't think I'm totally a nut job now, but you probably do, but that's okay, because I'm a total nut job. I'm okay with my crazy. So, to the moon and back. Love you. Bye.